Hello, everyone, and welcome to what's his today? Today is Monday. What? Monday night X-Wing? Crazy. We got one game of Team League X-Wing for you guys. Super excited about this matchup. This is two people who always enjoy playing against each other. A big series on the line, and my team playing on stream for the first time this season. It's Team League Season 4, brought to you by Dwight Schrute. By Dwight. So super amped up for this one. We've got ourselves a matchup between 5 Straight Boost and the 312 Crew. And we'll show you guys the standings, but this is actually a pretty big series. Both teams have played pretty well. Very proud of 312 Crew's performance so far. 5 Straight Boost, you can say the same about them. So this is a series that's going to have a lot of playoff and seeding implications, as we are in week 6 officially of 8. This season has been flying by. We're officially starting as we're playing Salvage Mission. I'm gonna open up betting for you all right now. Betting is open. Mystic, thank you so much for the sub. 39 months. We missed you, dude. A lot. Wait, we missed you a bunch, a ton. Thanks for subbing, man. Appreciate it. Catherine. Lambolos has got foxes on the deck. Exclamation point intro. What happens if you do? Is there a redeem on NCX where you get to watch the intro? That's wild. If Greg was found a way to do that. Vikings are on NFL. Yeah, they're playing my Bears, and the Cubs are losing already to Atlanta, so that game's probably going to be a dud. So let's see if the Bears can make it 2 duds for Chicago tonight. That game starts in, yeah, it starts in 20 minutes. The Bears and Vikings. Football season is upon us. Opening day for those two over night. You're so hard on the Cubs, dude. The Cubs had such a good start to the year, and they've just been playing like mediocre baseball for like 3 months now almost. So that's why I've been more hard on them, because it's been kind of hard to watch. Boring. Oh no, Morello flew off the board. There is a tallest player called Liam. I think you are second place there on that one. The Brewers were not only were they hot, they were pretty much nuclear for a month or 6 weeks. So I think every fan can only dream their team being that good for so long. It's good for you guys. I respect it. It sucks, but you know, Cubs couldn't play well enough, and nobody can stop a team that good anyways. Moving to Philly. Okay, so a little bit more friendlier territory in Pennsylvania. Philly, of course, historic. I assume you're okay with that versus where you are in Ohio, right? Good, congrats, I think. Awesome. Yeah, that's good, Catherine. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you have been doing well. So I'll break down the list here. For 5 Straight Boost, we've got Andrew Benjamin playing 2 of the Skirgs. Captain Nim with Genius, Havoc, Ion Bombs, Veteran Turret Gunner, Dorsal Turret, and Swarm Tactics. Soul Sixa with the Seismic Charges, Proton Bombs, VTG, Ion Cannon Turret, Fearless as a nasty double tap combo alone there. And there's Morello, Speak of the Devil with Overtuned and Jabba. And lastly, Cad Bane, Cadric T. Bane, as Andrew Benjamin insists on calling him. Seismics, Exandu Blood, lots of bombs here, Contraband, and Proton Cannon. So pretty nasty scum list. Rebels, though, they have their own shenanigans here. The 312 Crew's very young Chris Jenner. Chris let the Wookie win with the R3 Cluster Missile Corin Horn. Gavin Darklighter has R3 FCS and Pattern Analyzer. Gina Moonsong has Proton Cannons and Fire Control System. Tycho Kelchu with Auto Blasters, Composure, and Marksmanship. And then Ezra Bridger as Targeting Computer, Hondo, my friend, and Brilliant Evasion. Those are your lists. So Morello is just going to muck up the works for Tycho. Flying the Mighties, I really like this Rebel list. I missed the sub as well. Somebody subbed. Lambolo, thank you for gifting a sub. Adam Mesa Smith, or Adam Aces. Adam Ace. One word lowercase takes me a second. Adam A. Smith, I used to be a captain. Gets the sub. Very fun. So our sub counter, just because the gifted subs don't roll over, of course, did drop a little bit. So we do need 24 to hit our goal of giving away the Kylo Altart, the Paul LaRue exclusive. However, y'all, I'm gonna sweeten the pot. If we can get to, let's say 205 or at 196, I got these awesome system open cards, XWA system open cards. It's nice hard card stock as well. So I'm gonna give away 2 pairs of these if we can get 9 more subs. So let's see if we can do it. Just one game here tonight. We will be back Wednesday for 2 games, and then we have a game as well on, let me double check, I can't remember on schedule, Sunday at 4 o'clock. So lots of X-Wing this week for us. Morello flies off the board again, so interesting. He's not going to participate in either engagement first 2 rounds. So wherever he gets placed, he will be there for the rest of the game. Here are my thoughts on that. I thought Morello is best. He has that 1 charge left, and he can kind of bait people a little bit. Now that he can't bait anymore, he's a little bit more vulnerable. He's still good, but it's just different way. I haven't actually seen him get played the way that Andrew is playing him, but he's played him a lot, so it's not that I don't trust his plan. Can't Jabba move charges to his ability? Equipped upgrades. No, that's just for overtune modulators. It's basically like infinite overtune modulators. If I could ever roll evades with them, yeah. So those Skurgs, nasty, but also can't VTG at range 3. You know, you're dealing with... Did we see Tycho? Tycho already moved, right? Yeah, he did. Okay, he did that too big. Lining up for a nice little auto blaster potential. Does he have a focus token? No, he just... Not sure what his action was. Just might have just stayed stressed. Tycho's gonna get shot at without any tokens here. Just a crit. Tycho roll 1 evade. Yep, gets 2. Yeah, I've just seen Morello kind of get played in that like bait. Hey, I have a charge left. I might dip out, but now he's gonna get placed right behind. Which it feels it's kind of crazy that you're like allowed to do something like this, but it's very good for sure. You just be put like right behind somebody, but so that's why you take him though. It's what he does. He dips and dips and then because he flew off the board. Yeah, so you place him on the board edge he flew off of. You can corner him in a way that if he flies off, you get to choose the side as well, which is nice. So there's Moralo in a prime flanking position. You wonder if CAD just grabs a crate. He doesn't want to line up proton cannons, but difficult to do on an A-wing. That's an I-5. So I imagine that we're going to see the Skurgs can kind of go real fast and just get in the faces of the rebel list here. So Ezra peels off. Moralo gets right there. What is Soul 6's ability? Great question. So Soul's ability, if you would drop a device using one straight template, you may drop it using any other one speed template instead. And use the one bank or the one hard. So we got the overtune, and now we're taking a target lock on. It's also interesting to see the Skurgs split up a bit. So going after Tycho here. Tycho's going to have to be real careful. Be cool if Tycho did like a 2 hard right. And then like boosted and barrel rolled, but I don't think he can get out of arc of Moralo doing that for auto blasters. So I think it looks like that's just outside of range 1 on Gavin, but Corrin has not moved yet, so I'm not sure if Corrin's jumping over. Also not sure what Gina's doing. Is she banking? Oh boy, that's rough for Corrin. But he's taking that lock. Look at that rebel sandwich, yeah. That might be, and it is, a proton cannon for Gina Moonsong. Yep, take the target lock. You can spend the lock to do the double tap. Now this is what you worry about a little bit. Tycho's already out of... Yeah. That's a good call. I think Chris kind of called that he might be kill boxed a little bit. So now he's just going to deal with 2 shots from Sol Sixa, the double tap. I think that's range 2. We'll see. That arc might end up being range 3. And the other thing is there's no target lock for Nim here, just the focus. So I played against a double tap Nim, and with VTG and the fire control, it's rough. So, ooh, rolls a blank in there. He's going to spend the focus, I think. It's going to make his second shot not so good. Looks like he's shooting at Gavin. Gavin does have a focus token. So I guess he didn't spend the focus. Gavin's going to spend his focus. Not a great roll, but also didn't take any damage there. Would have dropped the box. Oh, he is going to drop the box? Wait, what? No. It's like, I don't think he spent the focus. Okay. Not dropping the box because he didn't roll. Right, and now the second shot is just... I'm very confused now. Did he shoot? Was that the VTG? I guess so. But he only rolled 2 of his... Okay. All right, now this is where the pain comes in. Gina... What did Gina do? What was her action? A lock? Yeah, okay. So, Corrin, range 1. Spend the lock, spend the focus for 4. 3 guaranteed into Nim, and he takes 4. The shields are down immediately. And now the critting will begin. Gina. Firing the primary first. And can fire control 1, hoping for 2, don't get it. 1 crit. Another blank. The crit goes through. That is half points, 2 points for Chris, and it is a disabled power regulator. And then can spend the lock to fire the proton cannon, which is what we are doing here. And pretty good. You get the convert up. No, Chris, what are you doing? I was gonna say convert the eyeball, not the... Yeah, okay. I was like, wait, what? So a bunch of crits. Stun pilots, direct hits, down to just 1. Another stun pilot. So 2 stun pilots, very, very stunned after that shot. And yeah, Nim is most likely dead here. Still 1 more shot to go, but Moralo gonna be able to respond here, get some, maybe knock the box off of Gavin, get a couple damage into him. What was the Corrin reroll? It was his target lock. Three hits? No crits, though. 2 evades from our Ewing friend. That's 1 shield on Gavin. So not a real great start for 5 straight boost here. Getting outmaneuvered and outshot so far. And I think Sol Sixa is a 3, so Gavin's going to go next. And does he have a lock? Does Gavin have a lock out there on Nim? I don't think he does, and he doesn't have a focus. So he's gonna go for Nim, but this might not kill him. Oh, it will. Never mind. If you roll natties, hit crit crit. That's ridiculous. And now Nim rolls an evade when it's too late, and that's 3 more points for Chris, and he's up to a pretty sizable 7-1 lead. It is definitely range 2, so you could get some damage into Tycho and then ionize him here. You have a focus. For 2 hits so far. Tycho rolls 1 evade, and it does take a shield, so it could get halved here. The next shot. Oh, another blank. Hit crits. And 2 evades, so Tycho just takes a shield. I was just saying, man, Gavin, like, no mods, you know, you could easily roll like blank eyeball hit, eyeball hit, blank hit, 3 blanks. Like, I was just, you know, that's just of course what happens to me is when I get down to just needing 1 more damage and I don't have a modded shot, you just don't roll any hits because you can't expect to roll a lot of hits. But he printed them that round. So it's 8-2, Chris with a big lead so far for the 312 crew. And let me take you guys to our standings here to start week 6 of the team league. And we only have 1 undefeated team now. Pork Patrol and the Cobras both lost their first series last week, but Happy Accidents is cruising at 5-0. They have certainly clinched a playoff spot. Haven't announced it yet because what can happen will happen kind of thing. So, you know, they could lose their next 3 and then everyone else wins. You know, it would just, so they're pretty much in the playoffs based on trajectory here. Can still make cut now. Yeah, you guys should, if you win 1 more game, you'll be in good position. But look at this, the 312 crew in 5 straight boost in the Italian beef division, separated by 52 points and tied for record. So first place 312 crew, but 5 straight boost, looking for the top division seed. This series will have a lot of implications as both the Horse Awakens and General Grievance also vying with a winning record for a playoff position. There are 4 division winners and then 2 wild cards per conference, so 8 total teams will make the playoffs. Liam, I don't know what you want from me. Well, you don't understand how what works. There's 8 weeks, so you just gotta keep winning games. Yeah, J Cruz, there are a lot of like surprise. You look at some of the teams that are a little further down. We'll go back to it real quick. But like, there's some teams that are you know, towards middle or bottom that have been scoring a lot of points. Well, 4th round coming up here. And we're going to start dropping bombs. Proton bomb coming your way. It would be pretty sick if Gavin did a 3 sloop to the right. I think he might still get hit by the bomb if he does that. Let's see. Maybe not. So here we get a K-turn from Ezra. 5 straight boosts last season, you guys did not have a lot of mission points. That's why it wasn't actually, you guys didn't do this, but just in general for this league, conceding is genuinely bad. Like, it is bad for your team. It is bad for you. You know, no one wants to play through a game where you've obviously lost, but just trying to get as many points as you can for your team can be a huge difference, especially as the primary tiebreaker. So Soul 6 is not going to be shooting anybody this turn, unless he rotated his arc. He did, actually. Okay, how does he have a focus and a rotate? Is there a focus rotate on the ship? Is there a coordinate? Somebody have a coordinate or something? No, is that that's an accident, right? He doesn't still have a focus. Am I missing something, guys? Oh yeah, Gavin's losing that crate. For sure. Gavin's gonna need to be careful. Hey guys, I'm just curious how Soul 6 has a focus and a rotate. Is that like from last turn? Oh, okay. Cool.
I forgot to delete it.
Boo!
I'm stuck.
Cheetah! Yeah, he just forgot to delete it. I thought so, but I was like, maybe there's. I always miss something. So I don't really know where Gavin goes next turn. So he's gonna target lock CAD. Okay. Yeah, because CAD too hard into CAD next turn. The memory is lost after taking a loss to a team that did wild card. Yeah, that team also just didn't make the playoffs, so it didn't really. Their punishment was missing the playoffs, and they did. So I think now it's a 20-point. There's like a penalty for points for your team too. But even then, if the team is already lost out of the playoffs, like, what do you want me to do, right? Public humiliation is what I did try to do for J. Cruz, but all right. So Gavin does take another shield and loses the crate. So this is looking like a much better turn for Scum here. You get another good shot, Moralo into Gavin. You drop his crate. You could get half on him, most likely, probably. And you're only taking a couple shots back. Soul 6 and CAD, though, I don't think they're shooting anybody this round. CAD might reach out and get range 3, but I'm not sure. On to Gavin. So Corrin unmodded. He's also facing down a rock, which is a little awko for him next turn. And 2 crits, though. Shield into Moralo. He's got... it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to spend his calculate. He has a reinforce. Gina's got nothing. Gavin. Where is Gavin's target locks? Did he never take them? I'm really confused about that. Just 1 crit. And he needs to keep the focus and another shield down on Moralo. Like, did he never take locks? Now range 2 onto Gavin for Moralo. He's double modded. Got 3 hits last time. Uh-oh, Gavin. Better roll some paint. Oh, Natty evades from the E-Wing! Natty evades from the E-Wing! Let's go! CAD barely does not have a shot. I was gonna say I never saw that lock though when he shot at that Nim, and only one. Oh, sorry, this is Ezra into. I'm looking at the wrong ship, and Moralo takes another. So shields down on Moralo, and now the crit sponge effect could begin. Lots of hull, but also Gavin Darklighter, Am I right or am I right? This is also going to be a good turn. Objective-wise, it'll be 2-1 for Andrew Benjamin in this 5 straight boost gang. Ion Cannon turret, range 2, unmodded for Soul 6, who can drop another bomb next turn. A seismic charge looks good. I mean, you could do a pro. I think a seismic's better because of the rock, personally. But we'll see. Hey, 2 hits. Gavin? will take shield, and that's half. So 2, 3, 4 points this turn. So now we got ourselves a real close game. So it's 6-9. Nice. Let me get the shield down on Gavin. So Gavin, vulnerable, shields down. This next round might be a little bit better for Rebels, but I don't love where Corrin is. It's that rock is. We could see. Oh no, you can't coordinate either because they're both stressed. So I don't know. You can eat the rock with what? A 3 bank? So another Jabba charge spent for the overtuned, doing the overtuned again. Damn Corrin, past Gina a lock. I'm gonna, well, give a focus instead, but works. Morello probably gets hit by the rock, or by the bomb. Okay. Gina with the... She'll have a range, maybe range 1. Gavin's going to take another damage and probably die to Soul Sixa. Yeah, I don't love any of this personally, but we're going to take some target locks for later. And there's Tycho lining up the auto blaster Composure, fail the boost, get the focus. So gonna get some, so I think 3 dice, double modded, uncancelable, and a ton of damage here dealt by this seismic charge. So Gavin takes a damage card, and Gavin could be gone here in a moment. But some nastiness going into Moralo as well. Could be halved here. Gina takes a shield. Soul Sixa takes a shield. I think that I got everybody. And so you can choose unobstructed as well, which is nice for the auto blaster shot here into CAD. Spend the lock. You want more natural crits. Oh, boo-hoo. Just one uncancelable. But you will drop the crate, which is nice for Chris here. You'll force him to drop the crate. Did he... I was going to say, I think he rolled too many dice. Did he pick it to be obstructed? Not sure if Chris was paying. It looked like part of it was unobstructed, but so crate is knocked off, but you only get 1 damage on CAD, which is pretty bad. So that's rough. Gina for a hit crit into Moralo, who eats it. Hit crit into Moralo. And that is going to be half here. It's a damage sensor array. I don't think he cares too much about that. 6 hull left. Plenty of health left, though. Gavin better hope he rolls like a whopper of a range 0 shot. Hit crit. Another crit's going to go through. Gonna have to spend a calculate and take another crit. You want like a hull breach or something? Damage engine? I mean, he does want to turn a little bit, but not. You'll take it. You'll be fine with that. And now, yeah, Gina could die from the proton cannon here. She has a box, but not going to have it for much longer here. Pretty good. Hit crit. Gina rolls daddy evades and just takes 1. So you'll take that. So Gina actually might live here. Scum does have the objective though, so will still score 2 points this turn. It is 12-6 though. Chris does have a decent lead for now, just because of the half points. He is going to shoot at Gina. And there's another crit. Hit crit. Libo, thank you for the sub. Welcome. 29 months. That's a long ass time. Gina takes, I think this is the last of their shields. It is going to be half. That's 2 more. Ezra, though's got a pretty decent range 1 shot. You're hoping to get some more nastiness into, yeah, hit crit with Gavin. Don't forget Gavin. He got it. Hit crit into Moralo. And he's got to eventually take a crit that's like genuinely bad for him, right? Loose stabilizer. Okay. I mean, yeah. And now Soul Sixa does not have the VTG though on the Gavin, just the range 1, but Gavin's only got 2 hull left, so you're hoping for some paint, and only 2 paint results, 2 blanks. Can Gavin roll a couple? He can, and he lives. 2 evades for Gavin. Darklighter, we're gonna veteran turret gunner at the side, probably ionize Gina here and Will. Well, actually, only 2. No focus. Thought he had a focus. Yeah, he has a focus. Spending a focus to guarantee the ionization. So Gina will be banking to the right next turn. And a damage card. So now the good news for Chris is now Gavin's going to be hard to pin down. Going to have to spread out some fire here. But it is 12 to 10 because of the objectives. So can Tycho get to Soul Sixa and try to knock off the crate? I think we'll see Tycho do like a... You could see maybe a 3-bank left. I don't think the 3-bank is going to hit the rock. You could see it. We could do a 2-bank left as well. You don't have to clear the stress because you're Tycho. Moralo is down to... Has a loose stabilizer, is down to 3 hull. Man, Bolo. Come on, Rebels, hit these scum. Oh, Bears already have a touchdown, huh? Q1? Let's go. Okay. Don't want to piss off Lambolo. So, man, I just... Where Corin is, where Gina is, the Ion, it's just awkward. I don't know. you gotta try to get a little bit more damage through. I think Gina is probably a goner in this next turn. Bank 1 to the right. I don't know if Moralo can fit a 4 straight. That's iffy. I think so. But then Moralo is just not a part of this game anymore. Soul Sixa is going to have to move first, and I think it's going to bump into, do a friendly bump. Oh, that conference or whatever isn't pretty stacked, right? Or division or whatever you call it in football. I do not know enough about football. So we're dropping another bomb. So this is to deter Tycho. I don't know if Tycho just has a 2-bank. I don't know if you can really deter him too much. Another overtune modulator from Moralo. And his Soul Sixa could just eat this bomb. Where is Soul Sixa going? It's an enemy bump for Ezra, so just gonna stay stressed. And with his ability, he gets charged up. And Soul is gonna eat that bomb and lose the box. So that is unfortunate. No fuse on that bomb. Tycho should be able to avoid probably both bombs. He might not get the best shot, though, in the process. I would think... I would imagine Gavin went faster than like a 1 straight, but I could be crazy here. If you can get half on... If you can get Moralo and half on Soul, it gets you to 17. But you'll lose Gina. Did Gavin really stay there? Oh no. Well, I guess you get the crits. That sucks for Gavin though. Time for Tycho to do a barrel roll left and then boost, I think. Yeah, there you go. Here you go, buddy. Ooh, and Corrin's gonna hit the gas cloud. That's rough. That breaks the locks. He's not getting he's not the priority here. He's not gonna really get shot at, but roll for the ion and will not get ionized at least. He had to turn around, so but he can't shoot, which is it does matter. You hope that 3 shots into maybe 4 shots into Moralo is enough to get him, but who knows? There will be crits. And that proton bomb hits only Scum. So shield down on CAD. And the crate is dropped from Sol Sixa. So there goes your insurance. Gina should kill him. Yeah, as a focus, right? So this is going to come down to the wire here. It's, you know, you wonder what Tycho's capable of doing here unmodded. So Gina range 1 into Moralo. Once again, only going to be 1 shot from Sol Sixa into Gavin, but it's a 4-die shot, so. And Gina, whew, hit crits. I think you kind of expect to die here, so are you willing to spend it? No, he's not. Okay. Only takes a crit. Where's the fuel leak? Where's the direct? Where's the... Where are, like, any of the real bad ones? Structural, there you go. There you go. It just... Law of averages is eventually you got to take a real bad crit, and there it is. So down to 2, but no defense dice anymore. With a loose stabilizer as well. So Tycho, did he miss bullseye? Oh, he clearly missed bullseye. Yeah, he's got range 1 though, so he still gets the auto blaster. He just doesn't get marksmanship. And is that the roll? Did he roll already? No, he hasn't rolled yet. I don't know who he's shooting at. Yeah, he's shooting at Cat, I think, and yeah, rolls nothing. Good try. I wonder if he barrel rolled all the way back, he would have lined up bullseye. I can't remember how he barrel rolled. But now Gavin, before he potentially dies, is going to try to get lucky at range 0 here again. Did I streamer curse it? No crit. So he's rolling defense dice for some reason. Shouldn't be, but still takes 1. All right, now this is Cad's shot, I think. For hit crit. Into Gina, who does take hit crit. The crit is a blinded pilot. Well, she already shot, and we expect her to die, so that's whatever. But yeah, like, pretty nice. Moralo has been able to dodge the hull breach, the weapons failure, the blinded pilot. I mean, 3 hits, and that's going to kill Gina, and now she rolls the evade. 2 more points for Scum here. Range 0. Can you get a hit result? No, you blank out. And Moralo's gonna live. So Corrin not being able to shoot is huge. Now, who I assume we shoot at? Gavin here? Yeah, you shoot at Gavin. And if you kill Gavin, I think you can kind of pull away with this game, I believe. Although Corrin hasn't taken any damage, neither has Ezra. So I don't know. I'm curious. So single modded again here. And 2 more blanks. So did they check Fearless? Does he have arc? Did they check Fearless? You guys must have seen it if they did. I assume they did. What's the crit on Cat? I don't know. Cat had a crit. Did they check? Did somebody answer me in the chat, please? Checks for targets in the front. Ah, yep, there it is. I found it myself, my detective work. So 17 to 12. No.
Wild.
Hey, buddy, you're not gonna hit yourself with a proton bomb and then still score your points, are you?
Oh crap! You're right.
What are you doing?
Being tired.
Oh.
Shame.
Nick, you know you love me. I'm just here because I'm pretty.
That's brutal.
Hey, man.
All right. Yeah. I thought they even placed the crate. No, they didn't. They never placed it. Soul 6 is 3 away from half. So it's not hopeless. You're gonna score 3 points for Moralo somehow. He's got a structural damage. He can't turn. Well, he can, but he can't because he'll kill himself. So maybe he'll forget about loose stabilizer. They've been forgetting about stuff. So maybe there's that. Still a lot of time left in this game. Yeah. But yeah, a bummer way to lose. Gavin and Fearless ended up being the difference there for sure. But a nice job coming back here for Andrew. Gavin is still live on the overlay. Definitely shouldn't be. There you go. Yeah, thanks. It's just I was in such denial about his demise. So he says he still has Jabba charges left somehow. He's out of them now. Okay. He's gonna overtune, but is he? What is he doing? His overtuning is going straight. He has to. Tycho's still like an X factor in this game. Thanks, Lambolix, for gifting a sub. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Cat is also 2 away from half. Where is he? He does. Oh, Cat has a hull breach. You guys are right. I'm sorry. He's 1 away from half. I had missed that crit. I apologize for that oversight. You had even mentioned in the chat, and I kind of just didn't acknowledge it. We're going to jam Cat and coordinate Soul. Nice. Soul can't be coordinated with stress, or can't do an action. Use Contraband. Grab a crate. Also has proton cannons up. Yeah, that's nasty. And then what did he do? He did it 1 straight, right? Yeah, so he's all good. He's still alive. But Ezra could die here. Does Ezra has a force, so he can use his force. Dead to Rights doesn't stop the force. And let me double check Auto Blasters, how Auto Blasters reads. I think it's just, if you're not in the defenders, if you're not, yeah. So you can just get some damage into Soul. And Corrin should be able to finish off Moralo. So that would tie the game. However, Ezra could die. So that will do it. So down goes Moralo as an initiative kill. It's 15-15. And Cad did take a box, right? Yeah, he did. He just now they didn't place the marker on there. Okay. We're just making some game state mistakes here. Tycho has a lock. Not great. Only 2 crits, but can't cancel either. So Soul is shields down. Good news is for Ezra, I guess, is that Soul Shot's unmodded. Oh, do you go into Tycho here? Who are we going into? I think... Oh, I don't know. What's the right choice here? Oh, only 2. Hit crit. I think the choice was Tycho. And Tycho rolls 2 evades! Tycho is 1 away from half, though. So Soul 6, is we gonna shoot at Ezra here? We can actually, you do both because you have VTG. Yeah, Cad's 1 away from half. Yeah, and Soul. There's a lot of points to be gained here. Really for both sides, but I think for Chris, only 1 into Ezra, and that's big. And Ezra does roll 2 evades, and now going for the half points. You get to 19 if you keep the box, which you will. Cad will, if you can have Tycho. Tycho needs to roll 2 paint. Do I streamer curse this one? I do, and that is going to be half points on Tycho. Needed to roll 2 paint there. So now you're up to 19. So Chris has to find a way to get half points on Soul and Cad, which would be 4 points, and score a box, which isn't going to happen. You need to knock off the box on Cad. Yeah, I don't know how Chris is going to do any of that. Tycho grab a box, Ezra 3K. Where does Where does Corrin go here? Is he just one straight? Because Cad does have to go past this rock, so I think Corrin just one straight. That's not a bad idea, but yeah, he does need to grab a box. But Soul can try to grab a box as well, depending on who moves first. So it's looking like 5 straight boosts might take this game. There's a small chance for 312 crew here. Very small chance. You got to score an objective. You got to get half points and knock a crate off. And then if you do that, if your opponent has no crates and you have one, you score 2 points. That would get Chris to 17. And then he would get to 19 if he halved Soul. And then he would get to 21 if he found a way to also have Cad. In that scenario, because Cad dropped the box, you would have halved him. So it's possible. Can't barrel roll Cad while he's stressed, so. Yeah, and yeah, you also can't pick the action. That would be really shitty, like an NPE experience, if you could coordinate and pick the action on your opponent's ship. You know? Cat is also double stressed, so he's not doing any actions. So you really need, I think you need Andrew to be first player here. Why is everyone rooting for Chris? Well, I'm rooting for Chris because it's literally my team. But also you love the underdog story. But no, it's been a good game. There they remember the crate marker. I also don't think everyone's rooting for Chris. I think there's just like a couple people that are saying these are things that he could do. And yeah, because he's a Wookie, right? It's a rebel player not using a Sieg, yeah. All right, I think we're ready to go. No? Yes. Yeah, it looks there's the gold dice. And it is Chris, unfortunately, moving first. So Soul 6 can grab a crate. I assume there's a 2. Yeah, any bank maneuver will be in range to grab a box. Oh, Ezra's gonna grab that box. Okay, well that's the box Soul would have grabbed, but that's gonna block Cad. Soul 6 would also would not be able to grab the crate. This is a weird turn now. Gonna turn the turret around. And now you hope that Tycho did like a 2 bank. I don't know. Would that bump a 2 bank? I don't think so. That doesn't look like it. 2 bank and then target lock, fail a boost straight, get a double modded auto blaster shot, but and so assuming Corrin just did a 1 straight, I think that it gets blocked. Totally gets blocked, you know, unless we see a 4K. Tycho, what are we doing? Why did he turn away? Now he has no shots on anybody. Is he gonna grab a box? He's just gonna boost? Because this is the game. Like, your opponent, you have to knock the crate off your opponent. So him turning away is not great. But that should be game. Like, just grab a box. Yeah, it is. Yeah, might as well. And there's the bump. So pretty rough stuff. Does Hull Breach count against dropping a crate? No, right? Suffer that much crit, I guess? Maybe? Oh boy. That's 3. If it does count against it, it does. So he's gonna drop the box. And Cad's gonna take 2 crits. A Panic Pilot. And a Disabled Power Regulator, and he's ionized. Are we sure it drops the box? Because I'm not gonna barge in there if that's not true. Like, I don't want to be that guy. So, but I think they both seem to agree that it drops the box here. So, Cad's down to 2, or is he down to 1 now? 1, 2, 3. He's down to 2, with a Disabled Power Regulator and a Panicked Pilot. Well, that preserves the game for now here. Unless Cad can kill Tycho with an unmodded shot. We've seen crazier things happen. Streamer Curse? No, nothing. And now you can shoot an ion cannon turret at somebody if you're doing the range 1 shot. Mappy, thank you for the sub. That's pretty good though. 3 hits, I think, in the Corrin. And is he going to be ionized? He will be. Is that an Ezra? Yeah. I mean, you only got 1 damage in the Corrin there, so it really is not that big of a deal. Like, Corrin could have grabbed a box, but it's 19-19, folks. And here's the good news for Rebels: that Scum can't grab a fucking box. No contraband cybernetics available for Cad Bane. Tycho just needs to get the hell out of there. I think you 5 straight. Is our proton cannon up? I think he has 1 charge up right now. Because he used his proton cannons last turn, so he has 1 charge up. He does not have his proton cannons. Sol Sixa is not going to be able to get to anyone. What is true? Well, I said that was GG, but you know why? You know what? Hold on. Chris, if you're watching this back, I genuinely didn't think Hull Breach counted for dropping the box. So I thought, okay, well, Andrew's just going to get 1 more point. The odds of you rolling a crit aren't very high at range 0 just because. So didn't realize. That's why I said GG's. But I was wrong. He shot, well, no, I'm pretty sure he shot proton cannons last turn. Wasn't he up top? Yeah, he did a bank. He did a bank to be there, didn't he? Yeah, Ezra, you know, he definitely shot the proton cannons last turn. He shot Tycho and missed, yeah. Yeah, he shot the proton cannon at Tycho. So 1 charge up right now, but does not have it this turn. Well, now he has both charges up. No, it's fine. I'm not saying he can't recharge his charges. He went from 0 to 2, so he must have forgotten. But it'll still be hard to line up the bullseye on Tycho. Soul's just gonna grab a lock. He can only shoot an ion cannon turret. So basically, it comes down to Tycho living. And yeah, if Tycho just does a 5 straight, it'll be tough to kill him. And he banked away, and he can still focus. He's going to take an evade. That's fair. And Corrin can only focus. So Corrin could kill Cad here. What a game, guys. 19-19. Big first game of the series for these teams. And that could do it. 3 hits. Need Natty evades. Doesn't get it. 2 into Cad. And that is the game. Guaranteed. The 312 crew will win this game. 23-19 will be our final here. What a game, Chris, my boy. That's our indie player, Chris, pulling out the dub. Big first game. GG. Sorry, Liam. Sorry, that dude. What a Wookie. 23-19 is the final score. We'll pay out the bets as the right side wins with the most bets. And let me congratulate. I'll talk to the players really quick. Well, that was quite a game.
I don't want to talk about it. I fucked up bad. I realized I fucked up bad.
Dude, I thought the game was over until I realized that hold breach counts against dropping, counts to dropping crates.
I don't know. I didn't know it did. I thought it only counted.
Everyone in the chat was adamant, and I was like, I don't think so. But they said that it did.
I forgot the hull breach was there, but
See,
I remember it changes it to a crit.
Yeah,
and then
yeah. It's not the die facing. It's after you suffer a crit damage.
After you suffer a crit, that's when you drop.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that was wild finish. You guys are both going to game state jail, but that's okay.
Man.
Oh man, that's very entertaining.
Can people hear us talking?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, okay, then I don't know what to say anymore.
Dion, I can mute it so that only I can hear you. Hold on.
Nah.
Okay, they can't hear you anymore. Well, I saw that here, they're gonna hear you again. I saw that you guys hadn't used your wild cards for the most part, so I was like, he might someone's pulling a fast one on us this week. But I know you brought your scum list, so
I've got reasons I need to practice this list.
Well, it wasn't like you both played, I thought, given the circumstances, pretty well. Moralo living was pretty wild. Also, let's talk about how Moralo never took a blinded, never took a weapons failure, never took a hull breach, never took a direct hit, never took a fuel leak, never took
all those crits,
so many crits that you don't want. You were able to dodge.
The only one that he got
Structural
was
damage.
structural.
Yeah, but he was
Ever-
due.
ever
He was
since-
due for something like that.
But ever since he got structural damage, it would be like 1 damage, 1 damage,
I
1
know.
damage. I was like, come on.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Man. I was hoping, Andrew.
I'm just
I was gonna say, I
Do
was
what?
hoping that with you forgetting stuff, that you would forget about loose stabilizer. That would have been really funny.